Welcome back in, guys. We got another video today, Untouchables. We got another Fatty Ali. I want to say it's another Fatty video. I hadn't really seen it, so we're going to see it together. And before we jump into this clip, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe. Show me that you got love for me. I appreciate the energy. I appreciate you guys sitting in with me every time that you do. And we're going to go ahead and roll the clip. Let's get to it.
Friday with the mom. Where does the kid goes on the weekends?
To the bed.
So you don't have to deal with it!
Last week on the Untouchable Super Panel, Skipper came ready to stand on business. Fatty came ready to understand. One of them ain't making. Cause the longer Skipper talked, the closer Fatty got to losing his.
This is what y'all do. Y'all talk in general and then talk in personal. And then talk in general and then talk in personal.
I'm speaking in general.
Can I finish?
Because I just explained to you. If
No,
they're
please,
getting home from
please,
school. No,
please,
you just
please,
said how.
please. No, I have no patience today. No, please, please. It's easy to be the weekend parent and do the fun things. It's so easy. I have to do the tough work and to take care of them on the week and take them to school and cook lunch and clean. Aren't you a stay-at-home mom?
Mostly.
What the fuck is this, man? What are we doing? You want to stay at home, mom? What the fuck are you doing on the weekends? Tell me. Let me ask you.
Right.
Our finances are bigger burden than taking Timmy to the little the park.
I'll much rather pay the bills than have to take off work and go to doctor.
You want to stay at home, mom? You want to stay at home, mom? You want to stay at home, mom? She is right. If you pick a single mom, you have to take care of the kid. Skipper, what do you think about this question?
So you're asking on the opposite end. If I'm a stepmother, am I willing to spend more money on his children that are not my children?
No, not more money. You have to be willing to spend money on the other kids too if you are a stepmother.
Yeah, so his kids are not my biological kids. Right?
That's what stepkids are.
Okay. I think the roles for women as stepmothers are a little different than the roles for men as stepfathers. While I do think if you are doing something for the children, you should, spend money. Like example, if you stop somewhere to get something to eat or you go out to eat or something like that, and dad is not present, yes, you spend your money. I think as a person that's been a stepmother, it's going to be more time than it is money. You're going to be laboring more in time as a stepmother to me than when it's coming to the financial part of things. So you try to treat the children as equally as possible, but I like to let kids know very early on life is not fair. So it is what it is. Now you don't try to make it where you don't try to make it where it's showing favoritism, but you try to make it clear what life is just not fair sometimes. And that's just what it is. And I believe.
So, no. Though I don't agree with being stepmother, stepfather, being a step-parent. So many reasons that can be another video later. But while I don't agree, if that's what you're gonna do, them your kids too. What are you talking about? So, buddy date her, them your kids. If you like him and you dating him, them your kids. That's simple, bro. It keeps everything very simple. Make sure nobody feels left out. All the love gets spread and shown equally, and nobody in 25 years come back and say, you didn't love me as much as you love X, Y, and Z. Yeah, we're not doing all that. And that's, again, why, one of the reasons, go back to your baby father.
That on the opposite end is
life is not fair. So you're going to treat your stepchild like Cinderella? This is what's wrong with the black community.
As I just stated, life is not fair. So no.
One second, Skipper. Skipper, one second. Let her finish her statement and you can reply. Go ahead then.
And this is what is wrong with the Black community today. You see, in non-Black cultures, my child is your child is my child, we are one. But now you guys want to do all this individualistic, this is for my kid, that's for that, and this creates complexes within the community. If you took on the vow to be that man's wife, that child is your child, point blank, period. It's really that simple.
Okay, so to respond to that, in the non-Black community,
Get her a ring. We're not gonna waste time. She on point, no words needed from me.
not a bunch of baby mamas. So black women lead when it's coming to baby mamas. So other cultures don't usually have to worry about this type of stuff. But even within my own 2 biological children that I share with the man that I was married to, they don't even have the same things, because I let them know, guess what? Y'all can share, and life is not fair. So guess what? While you're writing, one of my daughters has a full loaded ATV Grizzly. Baby, I'm not finna buy 2 ATV Grizzlies. Y'all gonna share this Grizzly. You got a scooter, y'all gonna share this scooter. Y'all can switch it out, do it how y'all wanna do it, but life ain't fair. That's just what it is.
Can I say something?
And reply, and then I bring Angela up.
Being honest about life not being fair is reasonable. Treating your other child like they're a stepchild, like they're unwanted, that's something else. That's your own ego. That is your own narcissism. And that child did nothing but be born. And I think that's weird. I'm not saying that you.
So you just made up that narrative. I never said I was treating the stepchild differently. As I just pointed out in my own example of my 2 biological children, life is not fair. Y'all will have to share. As I stated, I let kids know early on, life is not fair. Sometimes you'll have to share. One person will get one thing, one person will get another thing. That doesn't mean that make it proprietary to your stepchildren. So I want to be clear with that, because I don't know what's wrong with people and their communication skills or listening skills, but don't assign me feelings. Whether you are my biological child or my stepchild, life is not fair. You may have to share, and life goes on.
May I respond to that?
No, Angela, go ahead, please, and then Sharon, then you can respond. Don't forget what is the response is, Bunny. Angela, please.
I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. It just really depends on the situation. You know, like everybody's situation is different. If I'm with a man that has a baby mama and they have kids, don't expect me to like splurge on your children because you're using me to take care of your children. That's what you're supposed to be doing. That's not me. I'm not the mother. Am I wrong for saying that?
You wrong for saying that. Who is this? Yo, get Shorty out of there, yo. Like, out the paint. This is why we have evil people. When you take a child who is innocent, by and large, by and all in all children, in my opinion, innocent. You take this bundle of clay, because we're molding people, and you apply this logic and this mentality to children. But what do you think we're gonna have as a turnout? Back to the video, I digress for a moment. Yes, you're wrong. Yes, Shorty, out the paint.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm saying
that is not how
boyfriend and girlfriend situation. I'm not talking marriage. Marriage is different. I'm talking boyfriend, girlfriend.
Then why date a man with children?
I don't date men with children. You're assuming that I do.
Not you. I'm talking about your logic.
Oh, okay.
If you're going
to about me, I can't talk for nobody else. All I can talk about is for me. I don't have kids, so my whole thoughts about everything is different than yours because I don't have any. I could be selfish. Is that not the case? I don't date men with kids. If they have children, we'll talk about that in the future. But if we're just dating, just starting out, no, I should not be meeting your kids. You should not be introducing your kids to women that you don't see a future with. If we're not in a relationship to build a future, no, I should not be meeting your kids. I'm sorry, let me say this. I agree that if a man, that's how it's supposed to be, but when you're saying that a woman is supposed to take care of a man's kids, I don't agree with that unless we're in a marriage.
And that is where
1 second, and impulse control, and just to make sure, so you don't agree that you agree in a double standard that man should take care of a woman kids, but the woman shouldn't take care of a man's kids.
If he's with a single mother and the man is not stepped up, yes, he's supposed to step up because men are providers. Is that not the case?
Men are providers for the shit that comes out of their balls.
Yes, but if, say for instance, that man leaves that woman, is he supposed to bring those stepkids into the new relationship?
Is that a well? 1 second. I have kids, right?
Okay.
You have kids.
I don't have kids.
No, no, not me or you. I don't have
Oh,
kids
okay.
either. We're talking
You're
about
saying it.
hypothetical.
Okay, hypothetical. Okay.
I'm a man, you are a woman.
Okay.
So you think a man should have the responsibility to take care of another man's seed, but the woman shouldn't take the responsibility of taking care of
It depends
another
on what their
woman's seed?
relationship and what their agreement is.
Everything depends.
It depends. It
No,
depends on the
everything
situation.
everything in life depends.
Yes.
If I say you are the leader, now you are the leader. It depends. Everything depends. If I say
Yeah.
you are the provider, you are the provider, right? On a balance of probabilities, if you had most men and most women, and you had to say, this is your job as a stepdad, stepmom, would you say to the stepdad, it's your job to take care of the kids, but to the stepmom, it's not your job to take care of his kids?
No, no, no. Stepmom is different. If you're a stepmother, that means you're married, doesn't it?
No, we're talking about the role. There's a lot of people that are not married but are recognized as stepdads because they were there, they took care of the kids, they put the kids through college, they bought them houses and all that. You are the stepdad, even though you might not be married. Do
Okay.
you agree with the role?
Yes, I believe in the role of step parents that you're supposed to take care of everybody like the same. Yes.
So the the stepmom included, right?
It depends because, okay, say for instance, I have a child right now.
It all depends, don't it? It all depends, don't it? Let me not talk past the microphone. Let me speak to the microphone. I'm getting better at this. I'm new at this. What is going on? Yo, no, it doesn't depend. Kids are there. Kids taken care of. Kids eat. Kids are bathed. Kids are taught. Kids are provided and taken care of. It's like no conversation needed. For some, I guess, common sense isn't.
My kid is going to be taken care of by myself. I don't need the man necessarily to contribute. So my kid is going to have a lot of things. I can't provide all of those things for all of his kids.
So if I come to your life and
Yeah.
I buy a Happy Meal,
Yeah.
I get home and I say, hey, baby, it's my Happy Meal, your Happy Meal. And you ask, so the kid is not going to eat nothing? And
No,
I'll
I
say,
didn't say that. I didn't say that. That's not what I'm saying.
You say a lot of things.
I say a lot of things, yes. But
Yes, let's go back. Let's go back. Just it's fine. I'm trying to understand because you like this is what is happening, right?
Okay.
Every time I put the man in a responsibility position, you say yes, and every time I put the woman in a responsibility position, you say it depends. It depends.
But
It
okay,
depends.
if we're talking about traditional roles, I think that men sometimes use the women like to take care of their children when they're supposed to be doing it themselves. That's where I'm coming from.
How
So-
often would you say that happens?
All the time.
I don't know.
No, she's right. There are a lot of individuals that do use their girlfriends to take care of their children. So that is true.
No. Hold on. Before we just do this, are women using men more to take care of their kids, or are men using women to take care of their kids?
It's a two-way thing.
Hold on. Before we leave the dot, no. Who is typically using somebody to take care of their children? A man
Women.
typically?
I do believe that women
So what we
use men
doing?
more.
So then
Women
what we
use
doing,
men
y'all?
more.
I'm going to be honest, Ali. I think it's about 50. I know a lot of men that use women, not on the financial tip, because it's not just finances.
Hey,
It's
hold on,
like
Skip, before
when
you
they
do
pick
the-
up their
don't do the 50.
child.
Hold on, Skip, please don't do the 50-50. Y'all horrible with the 50-50. Please.
She tried the 50-50. Men and women use each other for kids, by and large, in the world, for assistance, help, support, more support, whatever you want to. 50-50? I thought it was known that we're starting to conflate. They're conflate. Nah, oh my God. Run away. This one. Listen. Oh boy. How do you say this? To be so respectful while saying it. If custody battles, by and large, reward the mother with the custody rights of the children, then that would mean, by and large, if one is to need support, just by numbers of what it would mean to need support of having in possession of need, like support for what's in my possession, the child in my possession, a woman would need that more than a man, because by and large, if we're not talking combined families, we're talking separated families. Kids are probably at a woman's house more than probably at a man's house if they're in a separate household. But this lady's trying to, all right, see what I mean? This right here, see, that's fentanyl. That's fentanyl. I'm telling you.
Please don't ever
Well,
say 50-50.
Well, because the reason why is like,
If you had to pick the 51 to 49, who typically uses the other person to take care of their children? Is it a man typically? Hey, yo, hey, hold on real quick, simple. I'm just gonna give you the hypothetical. Hey, yo, when you get with me, you know I'm gonna need help. Like, you're gonna have to help me with my kids, man. You know what I'm saying? They mama ain't in their life. Actually, I got 2 baby mamas, so I need you to pick up the slack. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need you. Or is it typically, hey, I don't have the father's not in their life. They ain't ish. They ain't never show up. They don't do nothing for the kids. You know, I'm gonna need help. You're gonna be with me. Who typically is gonna do that? Is that a man typically gonna do that, or a woman?
And the scenario that you just presented is going to be the woman. But hear me out with this response. I have come across a plethora of women where the men don't say those things. They say, I don't need your money, I don't need this, I don't need that. And it's usually monetary. But when it comes down to them getting their children, most of the time, the girlfriend or the wife has the children. Oh, I got to work. Can you pick up my kids? Oh, I got to do this. Can you have the kids? Oh, I got to make this run. Can you stay here and babysit and watch my children while I go out? And so when I say this, I'm speaking from experience of listening to women where, again, while it's not monetary on the woman's side as much, it's usually like basically the girlfriend / stepmom has the children most of the time when the father is supposed to have the children, even if they have a mother involved. So let's say they have 50-50 custody. He has them on the weekend, Thursday through Monday.
We can't do that. We're talking a very select few cases, very minute. This is not comparable in the grand scheme of things. If we're just trying to talk data collection of 50% of Americans or 75% of worldwide, no. This she's bluffing. She's just trying to look for an argument to back and be able to fight with something. But it's like, no, like, I'm gonna just be honest. Sometimes you gotta take the L and just say, how can we make something better? You know what I mean? But we talk like this, it's like we're just running around. You feel me? Moving it.
Hold on. You need to go post and watching
that's not true, man. The most of the time, the kids are in their bed sleeping or at the school. Stop motherfucking lying, man. God damn it. It's 5 days a week.
That's the point I'm about to make,
please.
That's the point I'm about to make, Fatty. Is like,
Skipper,
if the father has the children on the weekends.
Skipper, I will not do this with you today. You literally made the point and stopped. You made the statement, okay? React to my statement after I finish. These kids are sleeping 10 hours a day. They don't go to sleep at midnight and wake up at 8. They go to sleep at 10 and wake up at 7, 8. So it's 10 hours of sleep. More 8 hours of being at school doing some dumb. And let not the kids go to practice or have some activities or something like that. These kids are either sleeping or they're at school. That's a reality. Let's not talk about the babies. 5 and up until they are 18. Now the kid is 13, playing basketball. He's 16, he's having a girlfriend. Like, these kids are not being taken care of all the time. They're not. They come home at 6, they eat at 8, they go sleep at 10. And go ahead and do it over and over again. So now that we took that out of the way, because y'all like to embellish the time that you spend with your kids, which is ridiculous, and let me not talk about the woman that used the tablet while the kid is at home to raise whatever you have going on. Please.
Okay, can I respond to that?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so thank you for proving that point, that if, like a lot of custody cases where the mother has the child Monday through Friday and the father has them on weekends, that Monday through Friday, you're right, those kids are they're not even really there.
Where are the kids going?
Hold on, let me finish. Because the kids are at school, then the kids are asleep, then they eat dinner. So Monday through Friday, mom is really not even engaging with the children that much because they're at school. Then on the weekends, hold on, because I've lived this. Then on the weekends where they're not at school, the full 48 hours where they're not at school and they're actually needed to be watched because they don't have school, that's when they're left with the girl. I can't tell you how many women I've met where they're like, I've had the children all weekend. Their father has been working or doing this or doing that or making this run, that run, and he has them on the weekends. So we have them on the weekends, and I am the main one with them on the weekends. And Monday through Friday, mom barely has to deal with them because you're right. They're at school, they're asleep. They're only really home 2 hours, maybe 3 hours before going to sleep.
I don't want to call you a liar because maybe just being disingenuous, right? I have the mother has custody for 5 days. The dad has custody for 2. The kid is at school from Monday to Friday with the mom. Where does the kid goes on the weekends?
To the dad.
So you don't have to deal with that.
Oh, you're not listening. If I'm the woman with the dad,
no, he's not. Oh, no.
Maybe you're not understanding. No, Fatty, you don't understand.
Please, you correct me.
You correct.
Hey, Skipper, I'm not doing that again, man. I'm sorry.
No, you're not understanding.
No.
You asked the question from the stepmother perspective.
I said what I said. I'm not doing that again.
You asked the question from the stepmother perspective.
I said what I said.
So if I am with the father and the father gets him on the weekend, and he goes off to work, I'm with the kid all day. I'm with the kid all weekend.
I didn't ask no question.
Okay. You didn't ask no question, Patty?
No, and I'm not talking to you. This is what y'all do. Y'all talk in general and then talk in personal. And then talk in general and then talk in personal.
I'm speaking in general.
Can I finish? I don't know who y'all or who y'all having kids with. But for the most part, I don't believe that man is dead. I don't believe that man is in jail. Right? So, after 5 days of taking care of the kid goes somewhere, right? To the dad, usually. And if he's with the dad 5 days a week, in the weekend, he goes to the mom. So the 2 days that you actually have to take care of the kids all day, the kids are not even there. They are with the other person. That's what the stepdad does. I take care of the dad from Monday to Friday, and now these two little rascals go to the dad on the weekend so we don't have to deal with them, and then they come back on Monday. Is that most situations? Skipper, is that most situations that you only have to take care of your step kids 5 days a week because the custody goes to the other person on the weekends? Is that fair?
No, Fatty, because if you're the woman with the guy, you have him on the weekend. Like, that's what I just stated. If you are the one with the dad, you have them on.
I'm done. Cut the show. I'm done. Take me off.
I'm not understanding what you're not understanding. If I'm the one with the father, and the father has weekend custody, and then the father has to make a run or work or whatever on the weekend, then that one is left with the child. I know several women.
Question, Miss Skipper. What's more days, 5 or 2?
Technically 5, but more as far as time goes,
it's 5.
To Fatty's point, Fatty
Started like groundskeeper Willie, yo. She like nobody looking. She dug in around the goalpost, picked that bitch up. She moving the goalpost and posting it because like 5's technically more than 2. No, 5, 2. They're drastically different. I can lose a couple and still have more over here. Like that's explosion.
He just made the point that Monday through Friday they're at school or sleep.
Technically,
so they're really only home for 2-3 hours before they go to sleep.
Please, God, save me.
Is that not the case Fatty just made? Did he just not say Monday through Friday they're at school and then they're asleep for 8 hours a day? So therefore, they're only really home for maybe 2 or 3 hours between getting home from school and going to sleep. Is that not the case? So that's
yes.
Okay, so that's 3, 6, 9, 12. Come on, that's 3, 6, 9, 12. That's 15 hours that they're actually actively at home before they go to sleep. On the weekend, there's full days where they're at home where they need to.
And they are not with you. They are with the person that is not the primary custody. Hey, Skipper. This is how I know that you're debating to not to lose. This man asks you, is 5 more than 2? And you say, technically, yes. Listen to what you said. You said that the burden of performance falls more on the weekend because the kids are on the weekend for the most part at home. That's the days that you really have to actually take care of them, right? Yes. And I said, as a stepdad, you are not going to deal with that person on the weekends because most situations, most child custody cases is 5 days with the mom from Monday to Friday, and then on the weekend they go to their dad. So I'm not going to what is your point exactly?
So my point is, if I am the woman that is with the father of those children, so I'm the stepmother, and Monday through Friday, they're with their biological mother. As you just stated, Monday through Friday, they're at school or sleep most of the time. All together during those 5 days, they're probably actively at home for 15 hours between getting to school. Because I just explained to you, if they're getting home from school,
I have no patience today. No, please.
They're getting home at 5. Okay, I'm about to break it down to you.
Skipper, hey friends, y'all need to stop doing this shit to me, man. Okay, I am at home. Skipper, let's do this math, right? I'm at home 16 hours per day. If I sleep 8 hours. How many hours do I have to be supervised if I'm a kid?
That leaves 8 hours, Patty.
Why are you saying 16 hours when these kids are sleeping 10 hours per day? Remember, this is kids. They are not going to sleep at midnight and having 8 hours and then waking up at 8. They are sleeping at 10 and waking up in the morning. So they sleep 10 hours. You take 10 hours of the day, is 14 hours. You take 8 hours of the day, okay? Because they have to go to school, they have to eat, they have to do activities and all that. 10 plus 8 is 18. You have 6 hours on the day. Let's assume it's showers, is eating, is whatever the kids do. For the most part, y'all have to supervise your kids for 3-4 hours at max when the kids are at school. Do you agree with this statement? In majority of cases, don't say, not me, because me and my friends, in the majority of cases. Can we agree with that?
I don't know if you're like willfully not understanding or you have locked into
I ask a question. Answer my question.
Fatty, we agreed on that multiple times. We agreed on that multiple times.
One second, please. Your statement was hyperbolic because y'all like to make women look like martyrs. We have to take care of these kids 16 hours a day. That was your statement, and I corrected.
That was not my statement, Fatty. That was your statement. You're not listening. You're simply not listening. As I stated, I am speaking from the perspective of the stepmother with the man that gets them on the weekend. I am not speaking as the perspective of the biological mother that has them Monday through Friday.
How is that relevant?
That's relevant because to your point, Monday through Friday, the vast majority of the day they are at school or sleep. On the weekends, they do not have school. So therefore, somebody has to be there to supervise them for those hours that they would have been at school. Therefore, you're spending more time with them on the weekend. So if I am speaking from the perspective of the stepmother that is with the father, and then let's say the father has to work that weekend, now I am the stepmother that is at home with the children as the biological father has gone. Because to your point, Monday through Friday, the biological mother doesn't have them for a majority of the day. Because if they're getting home at 4 or 5 o'clock and going to bed at 8, they're only home 3 to 4 hours actively before going to sleep.
So Skipper, that actually makes the conversation even worse. Because the stepdad has to take care of the kids, especially financially, for 5 days. And the stepmom is only a part-time worker. She only does the fun things on the weekend. It's actually worse.
Do you think that's what stepmothers do?
Please, let me explain that, please, man. And as a person with no kids, I hate all of y'all, man. Y'all and your kids. I'm sorry, cause I'm really sorry, cause women say this. It's easy to be the weekend parent and do the fun things. It's so easy. I have to do the tough work and take care of them on the week and take them to school and cook lunch and clean and Tommy's crying and the homework. Now all of a sudden, you having the kids on the weekend, which is fun time. Let's go to Disneyland. Let's watch cartoons. Let's go to the park. All of a sudden, this is a mother burden. Why do y'all claim to be why do you want to be victim so bad? Why do you want to have the short end of the stick so bad? And Stacy, thank you for the topic, because this is going to be the biggest Uno reverse we ever did.
Yeah, I didn't see all this coming.
This is going to be the biggest Uno reverse we ever did. Pay attention to this show. This is going to go left.
Okay, so again, I am speaking from the perspective of Angela. Because
biggest Uno reverse, man. Somebody stop him, man. No, I get it though. You know, you come from the perspective of like just kids overall, and then all right, I'm a man. I grew up in a broken home, but I can also tell you too. You know, my parents, they're always on the same page. My mother, R.I.P. her soul, she never put my father on child support, and that's because he always came through, and whatever she needed, he had her. Cool. But what I noticed though is just the willingness, the willingness to just want to do and want to be there and want to, you know. So I think as long as we keep that spirit alive, I think kids of the next generation will be okay. But if it's always, what did I do? I'm up 8 ticks. I'm up another 4 ticks. Tick me up 3. I bought him some shoes and 3 backpacks. It's not about that. It's the memories that you make, the lessons that child learned, but most importantly, though, the value that child gained.
There was a question
between Angela and Ali.
Skipper,
Can you stop babbling?
Can you stop babbling and answer questions, please?
And what is your question, Daddy?
Is the weekend dad the fun dad or the day-to-day dad as the best part of the kids or the worst part of the kids?
That's not a yes or no question, because you can't have fun every damn weekend. So like, that's not a yes or no question.
Can you please? I'll repeat it again. This is woman's statement. This is what women say.
I can't control what women say. like you're telling me about what
Fatty, don't do it yet. Fatty, don't do it yet. Hey, Skipper, you're being hold on, Roses. You're being extremely disingenuous when
maybe
if you're talking about today. Maybe you talking about your own personal experiences. Women are saying that that's the toughest time is having the kids during the week, taking them to school. They come home. Let me finish. We didn't talk about whether they lying or not, but they've been claiming that the weekend the father's getting them on the weekend. He gets to have them for fun. He don't have to worry about.
No, Ali. She said that they are lying.
Oh my God. So.
No. Hey, everybody, stop right here. Hey, friends. Sharon, are women lying when they are saying that the dad has the fun role because he's only on the weekends and they can do the fun things and do the fun cooking and all that, taking the fun place, while they have the hard job of taking care of the kids from Monday to Friday? Are women lying when they actually say that?
It is definitely being said. I wouldn't say it's a lie. If you are the parent that have them for the 5 days, it seems as the weekend parent is having the fun time with the children. That's how it's always going to be. Whichever side that it is on, you feel like you're not getting enough time to have a good time. But I think the disconnect that you and Skipper was having is that the weekend dad, yes, he has the fun time, but what she's talking to is the perspective of the stepmother. So she's saying even on the weekend, the stepmother is the one that is taking care of the children. What she is trying to represent. So
what does she do?
Yes, because we're the nurturers.
No. What do y'all do? What do y'all do on the weekend?
Okay.
Hey, nurturers. What do y'all do on the weekends? Hey, Sharon is doing the barbecue, right? Sharon is doing barbecue. What do y'all do on the weekends with these kids?
You're assuming that Sharon is having time to barbecue. Let's say Sharon has to work that weekend, so now you're stuck with
I'm not assuming
with the children all weekend.
Hey, Skipper, you are doing this on purpose.
Fatty,
Skipper, I'm asking one question. Skipper, please stop changing my questions, please.
I'm changing it because who has time to barbecue on the weekend? Sharon, when that's time you barbecue on the weekend?
Wait. Who has time to barbecue on the weekends?
Like people have.
I don't think she really just trying not to lose an argument. And nobody was talking to her. She just jumped in and started going left. What if he doesn't have time for barbecue on the weekend? Bro, he doesn't have it during the weekday. I thought maybe, it's career-driven people. We did things like barbecued on the weekend. Like, shorty tripping. That's it, no.
Stuff to do, Fatty, on average. I'm not talking about.
What do you do on the weekends? Answer the question, please. Let's assume I don't have time to do barbecues. What do you do on the weekends? Go ahead, Skipper, please. What do you do?
Prep the house for the next week. You got to cook, you got to clean, you got to prep, you got to go shopping, you got to go grocery shopping, you got to organize your house, you got to get the clothes ready, you got to get the kids' clothes ready for the next week. All the things that you have to do to prepare that your week can go pretty organized.
Is that majority of people or you?
That gotta be. Listen.
Aren't you a stay-at-home mom? Aren't you a stay-at-home mom?
Mostly.
What the fuck is this shit, man? What are we doing?
You gotta.
Why are you laughing? No, it's not funny. Why are you laughing? You are a stay-at-home mom. What the f are you doing on the weekends? Tell me.
You gotta prep for the week. I just told you, you gotta get everything ready, prep for the week.
But you just said that it was too much.
Hey, and Ali, I apologize. Ali made the magnificent point. Since I was a kid until today, people were dying. I can't wait for the weekend, man. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm so tired. I can't wait for the weekend. This is the first time in my life that I hear a person say, oh my God, the weekend is coming. I have so much work to do.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. What I said
is never what you say. It's never what you said.
On the average weekend, people are not barbecuing. That's just not what's happening.
It's never, Skipper, it's never what you said. You notice that? Like every time people tackle your it's never what you said. It's something different.
You misquote me a lot. Fatty.
Question. I'll answer your question politically if you answer mine, right?
Okay.
So how many people, right, actually have this experience that you say you have, where it's actually a stepmother taking care of a stepchild more than a stepfather taking care of a stepchild?
You said, okay, I want to make sure I answer your question. You said how many people on average have a that the stepmother is taking care of the stepchild more than the stepfather is taking care of the stepchild?
My question again, let me clarify. How many people in this situation, because you said you say it's 50-50, I disagree.
Crazy.
I'm asking you the question. What's the standard? Is it more that men are taking care of women's children, or that women are taking care of men's children, that's stepfathers and stepmothers?
By the definition of taking care, I would say that men are taking care of more stepchildren.
Can we move on? Can we move on?
Because people consider.
Got your ass.
Can we move on now?
And again, I think that's because when we go to what is taken care of, men include just like finances. I don't think that there's now when it's coming to actual time and actually taking care outside of finances, taking care of the kids. I don't see no stepfathers when I'm at the pediatrician. I don't see no stepfathers when I'm at the dentist. I don't see no stepfathers really with like I don't like as far as outside of the finance part.
Right,
the stepmothers.
May I say something?
What is LeBron looking for?
No, not yet.
Hey, Rick, one second, Rick.
Flip it again, Fatty.
Rick. No. Listen. This was a fake concession. This is how this started, right? She agreed that men have more responsibility financially. Because she wanted the woman to be the victim. She started the conversation by saying, but women do this, but women do that, but women do this, but women do that. And then Rick goes back, calm and collected, and says, can we move on and kind of agree that men have bigger burden? Skipper says, yes, but let me do again the that I did 30 minutes ago. But do you take it to the doctor? Do you take it to the supermarket? Do you take it to the... Why are you doing this?
Do you consider the finances a bigger burden than the time that take to take care of children?
Let me ask you.
Right.
Are finances a bigger burden than taking Timmy to the little the park? What is it more?
I'll put it like this any day. I'll much rather pay the bills than have to take off work and go to doctor.
You want to stay at home? 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 The guy pays the bills and you take care of Timmy. You want to be at home? Why you say? Hey, please.
Hey, you asked me a question.
Hey, friend, I'm stopping. I'm ruining the show. I'm ruining the show. Skipper, answer this. Skipper, please. If you rather pay the bills, they take care of your kids, why the fuck is the stepdad going to work and paying all the bills while you take care of your kids? Why are you not working?
So to answer your question,
mic drop. No, she can't say nothing. If she really stay at home mom right now, like, and you say, yeah, I'd rather pay the bills than be doing what you're doing right now. Why aren't you?
So to answer your question, and the reason why I'm saying this is because I've lived this, Fatty. Unlike you, I've lived this. I would rather, when it's coming to stepchildren, pay for them than do the extra time work, because when you have another parent involved, they can play games. Oh, the appointment's at 3. You get there, the appointment's at 5. Oh, well, somebody need to pick up them from school. You get to the school, your name ain't on the list. It's a bunch of bull that goes on when you have a third party involved and you're a stepmother. So when it's coming to, if the roles were reversed and it's coming to the stepkid, I would much rather work more hours and dish out more cash than to have to take time off work and deal with the mental and emotional load that it requires to be a full-time stepmother to another man's child that he shares with a woman. Because women typically, from situations I've observed personally, almost every single man I know outside children outside of his marriage, then women keep up mess for 10, 20 years. So it makes it very difficult to be a stepmother.
Wait,
Skip,
right? The woman is the one keeping up mess, right?
The bio mom. Yes, the bio mom. So that's why I said as a stepmother. So if we were speaking of me as a stepmother, I would much rather.
I got to interject and say that's not facts at all. I've seen some females jealous of the mother and trying to like gain the child's favor and the man's favor. Seen it. It's not a good look. I've seen it. I know girls who come around, you know, close family friends who, you know, they've worked their way in and now they're, you know, the girl or whatever. But it's like I've seen that, you know, wanting to exert themselves and make themselves more importance than I'm just gonna
just pay a little extra and handle things financially than have to deal with the other stuff as a stepmom. Because again, you're talking about extra drama that's added on to very simple task of being a mom. And it just makes it a little more frustrating than just working your extra hours and contributing. In my particular situation, my partner does not have any biological children yet. So it's different.
But
Dave Master, hold on before you go. You hold on. No. This just what we keep talking about, where women maximize their roles and minimize a man's roles. If we ask all the women if they had to go to work every single day and work full time, overtime, and take care of the bills, and the man got to stay at home and tuck the kid to the doctor, or tuck the kid to the park, or tuck the kid to wherever they need to go, we'll ask them who has the hardest job. They'll say we got the hardest job. But when the man does it, because when they're at home, they count every plate they put into the damn dishwasher. They count every shoe they tie. They count every pair of clothes they putting onto that child. They know that father's doing the hardest job. But again, when the man does it, you minimize his role and maximize your role. And the reason when Fatty asks you why you're doing that instead of working, instead of being genuine and answering the questions, it's easier to be a stay-at-home mom than working all day. That's why. That's the. Because if it was easier,
I said based on the fact that these are. No, I said what I said because, as I explained to Fatty, I've been in both positions. So when it's coming to be a stepmother to children that are not biologically mine and their mother still involved in their life, I would much rather work more hours and contribute more financially than to have to do the mothering part with somebody else. Because again, from my observation of almost every single man that I know that have outside children, from men I know in my family to men I know at work, their bio mothers keep up a lot of mess. They make the stepmothering process very difficult. So therefore, I would much rather work those extra hours and spend that bread and keep my mental capacity. So that's the question you asked.
So why is that?
Wait.
This is so wrong.
Let's delve in. Stop. Let's delve in, right? So what you're looking for, Skipper, right, is a healthy co-parenting relationship between the stepmother and your current situation, if you're being open, correct?
So no, give me a hypothetical. I'm not going to tell you my business.
No. I'm not trying to get in your business. I'm talking about the situation that you just presented. It should be healthier, correct?
So are you saying that would it be great if the co-parenting relationship between the bio mother and the man that the woman is with, if that's a healthy co-parenting relationship?
I could care less about that. This is about the kids, right? I'm saying that it should be healthier. You just not saying your business from your experience. You're saying that in your experience, not just with you, but your men and your family, right? That it's the bio mother that's making the co-parenting difficult, correct?
Yes, correct.
Right? What happened to the sisterhood? What happened to community? What happened to the village?
That been gone 20 years ago. What are you talking about?
Right. So it sounds like to me that baby mothers are not doing what they're supposed to do as far as cooperating, so these children can be raised healthily.
I mean, yes, I can agree with you. There's a lot of mothers that don't.
So you agree, right? So again, let's put a number on it. How often would you say this type of situation occurs?
What type of situation exactly?
The situation we're talking about where baby mothers are not cooperative.
Oh, baby mothers? I would say baby mothers are probably
mothers, ex-wives.
Oh, okay. Ex-wives are a little different. But I would say baby mothers, probably 80% to me from what I've observed in relationships I've observed.
So a large percentile, right? How many wives are there in our community?
About 29% of Black women are married.
Okay, so you don't see who the problem is?
I never said the big moms want the problem.
Hey, Rick, they say your catchphrase, Rick. They are liars.
That's all she do is lie. That's all they do is lie.
Skipper, you know why I hate y'all motherfuckers with kids? Because I know the granddaddies and the grandmamas that are taking care of those motherfuckers. I see them when I go to my mother. When I go to the gym, when I go to the shopping mall, it's a bunch of grandpas and grandmas. It's a bunch of grandpas and grandmas with the motherfucking kids. It's woman
Where
at
do you
night.
live, Fatty?
Can you stop talking? Thank you,
Where
my
do you
love.
live?
I appreciate it.
What does location have to do with that?
I live on the other. I live on the other side of the street where you live, and you know what happens?
No, the reason why I
No,
asked
please,
is
hey,
in
please,
America, I don't see that.
hey, skipper. Now you're being disrespectful, right? So you are telling.
I do want to stop and say, I mean, that's true. Experience, you guys, we all seen our own things, share whatever through your own family experiences. But to be honest, man, like a lot of females now, they put the kids off on other siblings, but they definitely put it off on their mom, dad. It's just not healthy to me. You know, it's great for the grandparents, you know, at times, but also too, like they're far and removed from this era. Like let them enjoy that latter stage of their life and raise the child that you chose to have. And if not, give that father an opportunity to raise his kid. I mean, again, the kid is the only one who's gonna feel the repercussions of it. You know, they think they're hurting the dad, but the dad living his best life. I mean, he hurting on the inside, but yeah, I've seen it. A lot of these females, these single mothers, a lot of them, I'm gonna be honest, they bums. I'm just be real, bums.
If you go to a bar today, Friday, you are not going to find a bunch of single women having fun that left their kids in their mama house or their daddy house just to go out on a Friday night. Please answer the question, Skipper, without smiling. I know you're smirking already. Please, if you go to the bar, are going to be a bunch of single mothers that are single mothers having fun at 37, drinking mimosas while the kids are with the grandparents.
So to answer your question, Patty, I can assume that I don't drink. I've never have drank. I've been to one bar my entire life.
Skipper, why do you keep doing that?
Hold
on. Skipper, why do you keep Skipper? You don't answer a question directly ever.
So you saying that
This is crazy.
mothers and grandmothers don't watch the children for like women?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know too many grandmas that watch children anymore. That's a thing of the past. I wish it was still a thing, but I don't know too many grandparents that watch children anymore, to be honest. And I've seen grandparents come out and say this, like Generation X say, we ain't watching no kids.
And let them have it back and forth. When the show turns, you have it back and forth. Okay?
Situation where a grandmother that you know have watched a woman's child for her to do something. Come on now. That's very common.
We're talking about currently, yes. That's why I said 20 years ago, yes. But currently, I don't know.
Ago.
No, I don't know too many.
Come on now.
I don't know too many grandparents nowadays that do that. I'm going to be straight honest with you.
Hold on, ma'am. God rest my mother-in-law's soul. She used to watch my kids consistently when me and my wife needed things to be done. So you can't sit right here and say that's not a common thing. I do understand that the generations today aren't watching kids like they used to, but you can't sit right here and say that that's not a thing still within the last 5 to 10 years. Come on now. You said that as a stepmom, you would rather like pay the bills, but you basically would say that you want like 2 guys in the household. You wouldn't still want to be a womanly dynamic, and a stepfather would still have to pour into the stepkids that he has as a father figure. Like that's his role by default, to still be a play father to that child that's not his. But you saying as a stepmother, you would just say, I'd rather just want to just dish out money and not provide no nurturing side to the child. Statement, question, however you want to take it.
Play father's crazy. Get back with the mother of your kids. Get back with the father of your kids. That's just something I believe in. I appreciate the time you guys sat in with me and spent with me. Hit that like button, subscribe button, and stick with me. I appreciate the time. I'm out.
I get it right back.